The player who is always there with advice for teammates.
It's not Katie anyway. Staying. You haven't won that one.
Why don't you tell her about the new cow that you've got?
I don't know why people think this is so funny. Like, it's so normal.
Shanice and I were talking. We looked over and she looks like she's like
Hyperventilating.
because she's working on breathing out. And I was like, what is this girl doing? She's a loon.
Hello.
Bonjour.
Hola.
You haven't gone mad. It's Eurovision. We've got Leanne and Stengel on. How many times have you been on now?
3 or 4, how many?
Best guessed. You? Twice? 3?
2 times too many.
2. Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Right, we won't ask you again.
No. But obviously, what intro was Eurovision. I went the other day. The atmosphere was good. Everyone was friendly. Everyone was chatting to each other. That was nice.
Yeah.
What is it?
Eurovision Song Contest. Oh,
I
American,
just see
of course.
signs about it. That's
Basically, everybody puts up somebody to
In
go
Europe.
sing to present the country.
Like American
represent
Idol.
the country, yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but-
someone from every country.
No, but like-
They're
And then-
not famous, are they? I
No,
mean, they're not like
no, like-
professional singers.
no.
Oh, I know they are. We had Jedward.
Oh, really?
Yes. We don't have professional singers.
We have Jedward. Sorry, I
Jedward
cursed.
do it.
Don't.
Anyway, so a person from every country in Europe puts someone forward to sing, and then every country votes for who they think was best, and then that's the winner of Eurovision. Woo. Anyway, we're going to move on
She's a wannabe.
to the Man City game.
What a game.
You were back in the squad.
Do you know what? 2 from 2. The 2 times I was in the squad we won.
Yeah, see?
Perfect.
This is good.
Just
Must be you.
lucky charm, haven't I?
Yeah.
Sit there, smile.
Excellent to have you back. Were you buzzing? Obviously, you were.
It was nice. I got to warm up in. Got to enjoy the atmosphere with the girls instead of being stuck up next to Ross or something.
Ah, no.
No harm to him, he's alright. But yeah, no, it was really nice. And it was a brilliant result, and I think we deserved it, especially the way we played against Chelsea and then following into the game, so it was good.
Yeah, I agree. I thought we were excellent going forward, even better at the back.
Yeah.
I just thought we deserved it. I think, don't get us wrong, I thought Man City were off, but I thought we were excellent at the same time.
Yeah, I feel like we haven't had much luck, have we? Either with like the big teams. So I think, well, the bigger teams, and I think in the other day it was just our day and stuff.
Yeah.
But the last 10 minutes were quite.
We hung on a little
Yeah.
bit, didn't we? But we defended. I still think we defended pretty
How
well.
long was that? 9 minutes at a
45
time.
extra minutes.
Yeah.
Like,
That 9 minutes at a time, there's no way it was 9 minutes.
No. Well, then I think she still went over. We rode the storm. We did well. 2 very good goals.
Yeah.
The first goal, Tasha's obviously had... Is it a hard finish, or is it easier than...
I think the easy ones are the harder ones to finish.
Aye, yeah,
So
yeah.
I think she did well to finish that.
Aye.
Because it's like, if you don't finish that, you look ridiculous.
Yeah, no, you're
you
right.
know?
Yeah, but it's probably quite...
But yeah,
easy
it
to
was
miss.
still like, she didn't have much time. She had
Aye.
to react quick.
Would you rather have less time to think about it than a lot... Like, say you're one-on-one and you're running through, whereas Tasha's had obviously happened quite quick.
Yeah, it was like instinct.
Aye.
And she's always clean like that in training.
Yeah.
So.
No, it was a good goal because it did happen quick, and I think at the other end, I'm going to mention Faye as well. Faye's been excellent. Chelsea, she had a worldie. She did exactly what she had to do against Man City as well, and I think for such a young keeper to play in WSL against 2 very, very good established teams.
Like, you wouldn't think she's like, I still can't believe she's 19.
Oh, no, it's
like,
not,
just
innit?
the way she
No, it's
holds
not.
herself. But no, she's very good at communicating with us.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, when you're younger, some people are a bit more quieter. But
Yeah.
no, Faye does not care. She literally
No.
will yell at us and give useful information. But no, she had unbelievable 2 games, and
Yeah, she
so
has.
I'm happy for her.
Yeah, I am, because she's worked so hard in training, and you see it day in, day out. But yet, going into a game, it's totally different. And I think, like you said, at night, after the Chelsea game, I got a hold of her and I went, Faye, you're frightening. I was like, you're 19-year-old
Yeah.
playing in WSL against some of the best players in the world, like you got your Sam Kerr or whoever, and you think like she just took it in her stride. But I think that's credit to her and the hard work she's put in. And I said to her after the game, I said, it's not easy what you've just done, because you literally look like you've played week in, week out, and you've been in the WSL for years. And I think that's credit to her as a person and a player, because, like you said, she wants to learn. And I think that's so important. Like, I'm still learning, and I'm 32, so at 19, she's got so much to learn, but she wants to learn.
How old?
19.
I do feel like since she's come in, I feel like your relationship towards her too has been brilliant and
Yeah.
really professional.
Yeah.
And like, she's like a sponge, she really wants
She
to
is
learn.
like a sponge.
And she's
And I
got a
think it
great
makes
attitude,
difference.
yeah.
She has. But now that's credit to Faye, and yeah, giving her a shout out I think was really important this week, because she's been excellent. So well done, Faye.
Well done, Faye.
Going back to you. coming back from injury. Just talk her through like how the last month or so has been, like knowing you're getting closer and closer to your comeback. How's it been?
Do you know, it's been so nice because I feel like I was always so far away from it.
Yeah.
But now, like, I can see the light. And it's just nice being back involved in training. Like, it's tough going in every day and all you're looking at is the gym.
Yeah.
And just, like, you're in at different times. And it's probably mentally the most challenging season I've ever had. But now it's nice to know that, like, I'm back now and I'm enjoying it being back.
Yeah, nice.
And I'm feeling fresh and ready to go.
It's like we've got a new signing, isn't it? Even like Niamh coming back in as well. Obviously, Niamh's been out nowhere near as long as you, but just been out a lot longer than we expected. And I just think Niamh, but especially you, it's just like having a new signing and someone, like a new voice, because we've missed you for so long.
Exactly, yeah. I was actually, one of her mates came up, was chatting to you after the Brighton game. She plays with Brighton.
Yeah.
She goes, "Oh, who's this girl?" I goes, I'm the physio. Lovely to meet you. How are you? And just walked away, and Katie was like, no, she's joking. She actually plays with us. Like,
She's actually a player.
but it's mad to think, like, since them new signings came in, like Fuka, Sophie, Mary, none of them have seen me play.
Yeah.
They've just known me as to being part of the staff, kind of. So
Yeah, that's
What's
crazy.
wrong with
hopefully I'll have a good pre-season next year and get to go again.
And 2 games to go.
2 games to go,
And you'll
yeah.
be involved.
Here we go.
and Yeah. hit
And
the
there's
ground
like a
running.
tournament in the summertime too.
Yeah, there's a wee tournament.
Yeah.
Did you
It's a
hear about that
small
one
one,
in
it's a little
Australia?
one.
Do you know what I mean?
People who are bored in the summer go kick around in Australia.
What one is it? World Cup?
The World Cup 2023.
Ooh. Fingers crossed.
So yeah, my head's down and working hard and really focusing towards that as well. So
That's all you can do.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's all you can do.
what's
Fingers
meant to
crossed.
be will be.
Yeah.
So obviously this season we've had a few new players like Shanice and Tash. How has it been, like, adapting to the way they play? And
It's always fun when you have new players, kind of like we were just saying when Lee comes back, it brings new energy.
Yeah.
I think it's been interesting getting to know, like, these players. You get to know them off the field, but, like, even on the field, it's getting to know their quirks and, like, their tendencies and how they like to play and how we can complement each other.
Yeah.
And not that you just change everything about your own performance, but you definitely try to adjust so that you
Yeah.
guys can set each other up. And I think, especially Shanice, even though she's been out so long, it's been nice to get to know her and see that, yeah, everyone knows she's pacey, but there's other things that she always likes to do. Like, she loves to whip a ball quick and, like, lace it straight across goal.
Yeah.
So you know you have to get to the near post and things like that. Like, small little details like that
Yeah.
you don't get unless you're, like, in training every day with them. So it's been nice to get to know those partnerships a lot more.
and off the pitch, you and Shanice are like sisters.
And she's not agreeing. Why are you going red?
Shanice is a very lovely person.
But this is the thing, right? I said to Shanice, when she first come in, I said I had this perception of you that you were, through our social media, I didn't know her that, you know, she was going to come in, be big time, just because of the club she had been at and stuff like that. And I said to her, I'm so happy to admit to you that I was so wrong. And I think, you know, from the outside looking in, you'd maybe think that, but she is an absolute gem of a person.
I think she said she gets that a lot, but it's just probably, obviously, you can't really judge a book by its
Of course
cover,
you can't,
but
no.
I mean, that's what we've basically
we've
done.
done. I know,
but
I know.
She's, the complete opposite,
Ah,
like
she
the most
is.
positive person. Like, she's such a great person to have in your team,
Oh,
not
she
just
is.
for on the pitch, but off the pitch as well. She's always keeps your, like, spirits really high, don't she?
And
Oh, I love her.
there was a point on Sunday, right, where Shanice's legged it. And I think it was maybe about 70, 75 minutes, and Shanice has absolutely legged it. And you're trying to, like, get up with her. And I was going, I don't know, you obviously didn't hear. I was like, go on, Steng. And you can just see, like, your
Probably
face.
huffing and puffing.
the pain. There was just sheer pain in your face trying to
Yeah,
keep
it
up with her.
is.
But, like, that's it. She doesn't just offer pace. You know, you've got to learn them little details. And I think, like, if everyone thought like that, you know, would be absolutely flying. Like, it's them fine details that you probably need to know, but unless you work with that person every day, you're probably not going to click as well. But I think credit to you, and even Tash coming in, she's done well. Like, her relationship with us so quickly, having had 5 or 6 weeks out with an injury, has really helped the team. So that's credit to you, strikers. You do what you need to do.
They've been Shan's gassed though. She came in the first day of rehab. She goes, I just love gym. Like, I really love gym. And here's me, like, 5 months in. I'm like, yeah, I can't agree. 2 weeks in, she's like, I hate it here. But even that, like, she's been
Yeah.
so brilliant, positive wise. Like, she's always have that. Like, she's quotes, even tattoo quotes all over.
I know.
But nah, she's been brilliant, definitely.
No, she's a gem. She really is. But let's go back quite a way. A year ago, this time last year, we got promoted.
What a feeling.
Like, what would you feel? This goes to anyone, you as well, Tia. Like, what would you feel the big difference has been this season? I know obviously we're in a different league against technically better opposition, but kind of what would you pick out as the big differences in the 2 seasons?
I would say the most important thing, like I've seen, is how important like a squad is.
Yeah.
In a season like this. Like, we needed everybody like in the squad
Yeah.
to compete in games. And you seen like the last day we used up all our subs.
Yeah.
And it just shows that, like, even if you feel like you're just a number within the squad, that you're much more than that.
Yeah.
And how much like you're needed, even if you think not.
And I think that's credit to the girls who maybe haven't played as regular. They've kept themselves in such a good mental space and a physical space that when they have been called upon, they might not have played for months, but they've come on and they've done the job.
Yeah.
And I think that's credit to them, because it's so easy to, when you're not playing, to just kind of do the bare minimum. But I think that's credit to the girls and how professional they've all been to, you know, when we've needed them, you know, we're going to rely on them. And I think that's a big thing. Good point.
I think when I came in, we were top of the table, and it was almost like you have this pressure. You were expected to win every single game because we were like, that's our goal. We're going to get promoted.
Yeah.
So it was like every game, it was almost like, well, if we didn't win and win big, like, it was a disappointment.
Yeah.
Whereas this season, we're much more underdog. We're definitely less favored in most of the games. And so it's been kind of fun to have that, like, pressure off of us, but then also pressure to perform, because we don't want to get relegated.
Yeah.
And we want to stay in this league. But at the same time, it's like, oh, wait, we can't compete in this league
Yeah.
and get results. And just because we might not be favored, we can still, you know, win games.
Yeah.
So that's been fun, and it's a different challenge.
It's a
type
good
of
point.
pressure.
Because I think last season there was the type of pressure as to where, well, Liverpool should be winning leagues. Whereas, like, you've made a good point where we're in this league now. We know it's totally different. Our goals are probably different. Granted, next season they're going to be different as well. But you still had that pressure, but it wasn't pressure like, we've got to go and win the league. There's a different pressure to stay in the league. And I think we've done well.
And
Yeah, I do.
but
Yeah.
obviously we came in from last season and we were used to winning all the time.
Yeah.
And as you say, having the ball all the time, where you see a different kind of attitude, even when you are losing. But I feel like we're very lucky in our group that, as you said, like, we have the people around us to keep us going for the next one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which has been really good.
Alternative awards. Ooh.
What is this,
Thank
Taylor Hines?
you. So,
Oh, God.
the last to leave award. So, who would be the last person to leave the training pitch?
Thanks for explaining
Or
that
put
one. That was
the
tough.
most effort in on the training pitch?
Well, last to leave would be Roby, because she does her gym when people's gone home 3 hours.
Yeah, this isn't even an award. This
So that's not
shouldn't
an
even
award.
be-
No,
That's a fine.
that's just rubbing up in your time.
here after hours.
No, no.
An away trip, like everybody on the bus, Roby's in the ice bath.
No.
Honestly.
Last to leave award. Who puts the most effort in training?
I think there's a good few.
I know.
I was going to say, there are a lot of people who linger and do.
Yeah, extras.
Do you know what? I'm going to put a shout out.
Go on.
So obviously I am in different days when the team's not in also.
Yes, sir.
And I've seen Fuka there several times on her off days.
So
Like
cute.
extra running, doing like not even football work, but like speed work and everything. Like she's there. She just ran. I was like, Fuka, where'd you come from? Oh, I just do some extras in the corner.
Oh, God.
She'll be out there for about 2 hours.
So cute.
So I'm going to give her that award. Yeah.
look,
yeah,
yeah.
she deserves that.
Yeah, nice.
100%.
Congratulations, Fuka.
So the next one, Junior Coach Award, the player who is always there with advice for teammates.
It's not Katie anyway. Steng, you haven't won that one.
Sorry, Steng. I'll go Neve.
Ah, Fahy, surely, yeah.
Yeah, you've got to go Nevey.
Okay, what do you think?
Yeah, whatever. She's never given me advice.
You don't need advice.
That's because you wouldn't take it.
You're right. Not for me. I couldn't take her serious. I'd be laughing at her the whole time. Oh, she's a clown.
Sports Style Award, the most stylish player of the season.
Taylor goes shopping for shoes
Yeah.
and then clothes and pairs them to a team.
Yeah.
Look
Even
how
though I don't
nice
see
it's
any
come
blue
out.
in your
Lift your
outfit,
foot
so
up,
I'm
show
not
the
really
camera.
sure.
Well, I was wearing another top.
Oh.
Where is it? Oh, my hammy.
I
I'd give
to say
myself it,
something.
to be honest.
Would you give anyone else it?
Yes, me.
What do you think?
Staying with her blister plaster.
Those come separate, sold separately.
Good grief.
Styled by Hina. The pedicure hack job, that was me too. I'll take you shopping one day, don't worry.
I'm going to hide them
There's
shoes.
lots of thrift stores on Bull Street.
I'm trying to think.
I'm going to hide them shoes.
definitely me.
Stengel.
Yeah, okay,
That's fine.
we'll give it to Taylor.
Yeah, whatever.
Right.
Yeah, oh, nice.
Since-
Congratulations, Taylor.
Thanks.
Do you like events like that where you go and you kind of get to dress up? And I noticed obviously the new kit shoot, so you obviously got a first look at that as well. But is that a bit of you?
Yeah, I think it is.
'Cause you
I
went
think
as well, didn't you?
it's just it's a bit different. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not like us choosing what to wear, whatever, and
Yeah.
they give you stuff that you wouldn't really. Well, I wouldn't wear those trousers that I
No?
wore. Really, no, I don't think.
Yeah.
Someone said that I should take it on my holidays.
You're quite
take it on my holidays, but I was like, no, it's okay. It's staying there.
You quite suited them.
But yeah, people said this, but I didn't think that. But yeah, no, I like it. It's something different.
Yeah. What about you? Is that a bit you?
I liked it, you know.
And you? God, why wasn't I
But
invited?
just
This
don't.
You could take mine.
We were
Oh,
paired,
thank you.
like I was paired with Missy Bo.
And how was that? Because Bo obviously loves that kind of stuff, doesn't
No,
she?
she really didn't like the camera at all.
really?
Yeah, I was shocked.
Oh, yeah. I am shooketh.
That was a joke.
Yeah, I
she
was
was
gonna
there for
say,
about 3
even-
hours
yeah.
and I was put behind her. But no, it was great and it was good crack. I had these dungarees on. I think they were like an extra
yeah.
large down to my knees. But
Oh, amazing.
the woman was like, yeah, it's cool. So we just go with it.
Stengel? It's definitely not a bit of you.
You were not having
Definitely
it
not.
We was
bet
all
you
like
didn't.
trying to like. Everyone was like, "Woo,
Has everyone-
best thing!"
has everyone seen the
yeah,
photo
you
like this?
strike that pose.
It was 3 hours.
You didn't smile once.
I did, but they picked the photo where my eyes were closed. And I was like, well, the camera was blinding me. I couldn't see. And then they said,
Yeah,
1,
that
2, 3, open your eyes. And I swear I opened them before because I didn't want that happening. But and no, I get really uncomfortable in front of camera and in general. So no, I
Well,
did
you
not
all
like
look
it.
great in the photos.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Next time you can take my place.
No, I'm honestly,
no, really,
I'd
I
rather-
insist.
You're fine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Last award is the What's Next award. The player who organises the team night out. You, Leanne, Kiernan. You've done a few, no? Organised a few.
That October one was fun.
Yeah.
What was that?
That was you, wasn't it?
That was the night we all dressed up.
As a
Oh,
crayon.
the Halloween.
That was
Yeah,
fun, wasn't
yeah,
it?
it was fun, yeah.
Basically, I got the title of social captain because I couldn't do much. So I was just trying to get the team together. So we had this dress up night, which is probably seen on Instagram and that, which is good crack.
Yeah, that was.
End of
Insert
season
crayon
one now,
photo
coming up. Where are we heading?
No pressure. It's up to you. You're the social
End of
set.
season, Albert Slosh.
Your social set, you've got to decide that.
Okay, yeah.
Kiernan,
What's up?
why don't you tell us about the new cow that you've got?
Yeah, I've got a new cow since I've last been on the show.
As you do.
I don't know why people think this is so funny. Like, this is so normal.
It's
normal
the
for her.
sentence, yeah, but
It's normal for you.
So I got a new cow.
Actually, if Stengel rocked up a training, girls have just bought a new cow.
So, yeah, so what actually
Someone ask
happened
her
was
again.
I got the day off,
Right.
which cheers to unders. Shout out.
Shout out.
And me and my mum went to the mart, the local mart.
What's that? Market? Like a market?
Like a market for animals.
Like Whole Foods.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it's animals instead of like strawberries.
Okay, so okay.
And then there's a
Different.
guy that shouts the price and you just go,
Oh, like an auction.
yeah.
So they basically sell the animals.
Yeah, so
Amazing.
Mom's basically
mart.
like this, and neither of us knew did we get it or not. But it turned out, yeah, it was in our field and we got it.
She is lush.
And you know what?
She actually is quite cute.
She's a good-looking cow.
Yeah. She might have a baby next year. We can name it.
How old is
Let's
she?
bring it on the show.
How old is she?
You just fly it over.
Bring the cow on the show.
Um,
I thought cows can't go upstairs. Isn't that a thing? But isn't that true? They can't go up and downstairs?
Well, I've never brought the cows into the house.
Oh, you should try it next time.
yeah.
Let me know.
yeah, try it and let us
We'll
know.
FaceTime Mum after the show, get her to bring the cow up the stairs. No, but yeah,
Oh,
that's really it. I'm looking forward to going home for the
Nice.
summer. Do a
Yeah.
bit of farming.
to be with the cows.
Like, I'm not nuts. Like, I'm not just living with the cows in my bedroom and all, I promise. It's just a nice hobby to have in the evenings when you're done your training.
It's different. It's nice.
Yeah.
Nature.
Do you have fresh milk?
I actually don't. But I know a lot of my friends would have fresh milk from the cows. Why am I... My farming background's always brought up every
I
time we're
love
on
it,
this show.
okay, and I love it.
Yes, but yeah, it's
You just
different.
need to come over and visit
I'd love
and
to.
see
I
how
know.
the other half live.
Literally.
Farming half, yeah. For sure.
Speaking of nature, and I was going to say cows, but it's actually got nothing to do with it. Stengel, Are you aligning with Mother Nature like Roby? Spend a lot of time with Roby. Are you following in her footsteps? She likes to go grounding, doesn't she, Roby?
Have you been grounding in Crosby too?
No. I have things to do, like lay in bed and do nothing.
Yeah, she.
I do agree. There's something to grounding and like getting one with nature, but like,
Yeah.
I sit there and like try to sunbake and get as much vitamin D as I can, or at least like go for a walk. She'll just sit there, and she'll plan her outfit, make sure she's got all her photos taken, and then she'll sit in the freezing cold water and work on her breathing. But I swear, Shanice and I were talking. We looked over, and she looks like she's like
Hyperventilating.
because she's working on breathing out, and I was like, what is this girl doing? She's a loon.
I love her.
And then she gets out. She's not cold at all. It's freezing. We're both shivering. And she's like, let's just walk a little further. And meanwhile, we're frozen solid. My toes still don't have feeling. And I was like, can we please go home? And yet we still followed her into the thicket. And I was like, what are we doing?
Was this the water?
Because you're good friends.
Yes.
I can imagine.
Oh, it was an adventure.
Come on,
but
girls. Come on.
I just,
She's
just
just
like
leading her dogs. I know.
the three of you are like the polar opposite, but you get on so well.
It's weird, isn't it? I and I.
Like you couldn't write this friendship that they have.
No, you actually couldn't.
I mean, they have good ideas, but the execution is always like, you never know what you're getting.
Right,
So
I
it's
think,
an adventure.
I think the answer to that is no.
No.
Stengel is not
I love
aligning with
nature. I
Mother
like
Nature.
going alone.
I'm going to touch on Jan's photography.
Oh.
You did a
Model
shoot for her, didn't you?
Bless
So
her.
the background was basically, long story short, she was doing a photography course. She needed, our last and final assignment was she had to watch the Italian Job and come up with a poster that would be out now for it.
Yeah.
And like why she's included like Leanne in it and what she's wearing, and she actually lent Kit's dad's Mini to do it because obviously that was the car in the original show, and anyway she had to go through it all and why she's using this and this. We did it last week down the docks, didn't we? From the Liver building.
It was
sick,
funny.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was mint.
So I'm obviously, she's sending me pics of the woman actor in Italian Job. I actually haven't watched it. I heard it's a great movie.
Fantastic.
Shout out.
So I'm dressed in this like leather jacket, like my hair flying in the wind, right? And the Liver building's behind it, leaning against this Mini, and she's a hip with these like gold chains connected. Meanwhile, Jazz and Lawsy is doing loops of the docks, about an hour worth of loops
For the lights,
for the
on
lights
on the
to get the
picture.
lights. But it was brilliant. We need to add that in because
We'll
it
send
was
that.
pretty cool.
It was good. But she's just so good at it, isn't she? Like, she just takes her camera anywhere and doesn't like boast about it. She's just quite quietly goes about it, and then she'll show you this picture and you'll be like, yeah, that's really good. She's, oh, and she sounds really surprised. But that one, you know, we'll send it in the show so it can come on the screen and stuff. But that one she took of you, it's unbelievable, I think.
But it's like such a talent to know. Like I was like, it doesn't matter if to turn left or right, and she goes, yeah, because we have to follow the red light and the green light, and I was like, okay, yeah, let's do it.
Me and Jazz were just doing loops.
Yeah.
Like, can you get closer to the car? So like Jazz would go in then out, and I'd be like, you clear left, Jazz, you clear left, and we'd just like bend round the right.
And Kit was like, pendant car coming, quick smile.
Like, quick. Because like every time a car went past, you'd take a photo, so you got obviously the light effect.
Yeah.
And me and Jazz must have went like 30 times round one way. Can you just go left this time? And I'm, oh, Jesus. But it actually...
bless her.
Jazz was loving it. She's like,
Yeah.
we buy racer in a new car,
Yeah, she
ripping
was.
around the dogs.
But it was good, and it turned out
yeah,
really
and
good.
you know what? Jana's an amazing person, so I'm happy she
yeah.
passed.
Shout out, Jan. What were you studying, Katie Stengel?
I was just studying numbers.
Oh, see, I couldn't.
An accountant.
Finance.
Go on.
It was something to take my mind off soccer, so I didn't think about it all
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
So I went home and like I knew I had this to get done, and
Yeah.
I got to kind of pick what I wanted to do because it was finance, economics, but I could do all different types of things. So I ended up doing a lot of like data analytics and stuff, and I really like graphs, and I just feel like there's always some kind of job or something in that field. So it'd be interesting to set myself up post soccer
nice.
with that. So
And it's totally different in it to football, that.
Yeah.
It would be easy to go into something like coaching or
Yeah.
you know, like the normal path that people take. But fair play, because I don't know if I could do finance. Like,
It killed your away trips too. Like you were studying for
Oh,
hours. It
I
was
know.
great. You were so distracted.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Like all the drives and stuff, I was like, okay, I have to be productive.
Yeah.
Like since Yana was in school too, we'd both be like, every time we had that 30-minute stop,
yeah.
we'd be like, did you do any school? And I was like, no, I was really bad this trip. I need to get going. And so then we would just be like, okay, if you study, I'll study. And then we'd both just like shut up. And like, it was nice because I don't have to talk to everybody. I can just sit and do my thing.
Don't have to socialise.
No.
I feel like it's also not just good for like when you finish football or whatever professional job you do, but like even now, like when you go home, you've got something to, like you said, switch off from football or switch off from sport, and you've got something else to focus on, and I think that is actually important. Whereas I go home and I'm deciding what I'm going to watch on Netflix. Or what BBC or ITV series has just come out.
The new drama. Yeah.
When really, like, I should be trying to figure out like what I want to do, what interests I have, and it just helps you just to relax a bit, like in a different way, or focus on something else.
It's nice to turn your brain not off, but just switch it to something different. Otherwise, you dwell on like a training session or a game, or for me, I would get so caught up in like, did I play well today? Did I do this? And then I would just like overthink it all. Whereas when you step off the field, there's nothing more you can do. So you might as well go home, just tune out from all that. And so then when you're on, you can be totally on and focused there.
Preach it.
So yeah, it's nice to like work your brain a little bit as well.
Yeah. No, I feel like new course next year.
Very good.
We'll see.
Going to touch on you, Taylor. Obviously, very young captain at a big club. How do you feel like you're settling into that role, and like, has Niamh had any kind of input on, you know, how you have settled in well with being vice captain?
I think I've not really put any pressure on myself with it. It's just, it is a nice thing to receive and to know that that's how Beardy sees me in that type of direction, as being a leader and being captain for the team while Niamh's out. I look up to Niamh as it is anyway, of how she presents herself as a captain for the club as well. So me and Niamh will have these chats anyway. But Niamh's, you know what Niamh's like.
I know why. Niamh's kind of probably a good role model for you going into that role, and I just think, but there's lots of leaders. I think, you know, like even like you at a young age, you can offer something. Steng, obviously, we're quite experienced, and it's just like people might come to us for advice that we might not necessarily go to the younger ones. Or I think we've just got a really good mix of people.
I think that's the thing. Like, I don't just go to Niamh. Like, I still go to other people for advice or whatever, and everyone's the same. It's just obviously it's just wearing the armband kind of thing. Don't get me wrong. I love it is a nice feeling and stuff, but. Yeah, everyone goes to each other really. So.
Yeah, it's nice. You know, team talks. You know, like when we're in the huddle at the start of the game. Do you ever rehearse what you're going to see, or is it just like whatever comes naturally?
I think it's just what comes naturally, because I find it like I'm just like everyone. We've all said loads of things like every week, and I'm just like we try not like. We're not really changing much as a team because that's how we want to play. But I kind of just go off of what Beardy says, just add my own input. But obviously, everyone else has their say as well. So it's not just me speaking. Everyone has their little motivational talks as well.
Yeah.
So.
Nice. It's a good way to finish. One more little thing.
Oh.
So, it was Leanne's birthday on Monday. And she actually hasn't brought any form of pudding in.
Nothing.
No. She should have brought it in today.
Why is that a thing? Why do you bring something for your birthday?
Why not?
People should celebrate you.
I know, but it's just become a thing, hasn't it? Like,
it was.
No. Who established this?
I brought mine in.
Like,
I did.
If I'm invited to your birthday party, your family's buying the cake.
It's a very good point.
Yeah.
Touche.
Yeah. The party food, everything.
It's a very good point.
When you go out to dinner and it's your birthday, does that person normally pay? No. Everyone else is like, oh, I'll get yours. Everyone chips in, covers. It is a nice little present because it's like, well done. You lived another year. Well done.
I think...
You don't need to provide
we
more.
did get something.
We did.
We did get...
We got her something. But it says on what happens when it's someone's birthday in training. Nothing really. They just normally bring in the cakes and the goods, and Leanne hasn't.
Cookies, brownies...
But it's been like 400 people's birthdays this past 2 weeks. Every day was somebody. And then the group chat goes nuts and happy birthday. I'm like, oh my.
Me, Lee,
Ash.
Mel, Ash.
Ash was the week before, wasn't she?
And
Leanne.
6.
Oh.
All in the space of 2-3 weeks.
Very good.
And we
bring the cookies in.
And only 2 people brought them in, me and Bo.
And on that note, let's go and get some food.
Yeah.
We're done.
Yeah.
Thank you for being great guests again.
Thanks, guys.
It's been an absolute
Highlight
delight.
of my day. Thank you.
Honestly,
next week.
You're right.
Katie, we're going to ask you to come back at least 4 times next year.
Good. I'm busy
Same time next week?
Yeah.
Thank you, Taylor.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Ozzy.
Thank you.
Bye.